and the ethics of consent. As the Rotenberg cannibal, Maywes didn't just become infamous for his acts, but also left the world grappling with profound moral questions. It all began in the picturesque yet eerily quiet town of Rotenberg, a place far removed from the chaos of urban life, where tranquility masked an unimaginable horror. Armin Maywes, a seemingly ordinary computer technician, harbored an extraordinary obsession that led him into the darkest corners of the human psyche. His fixation with cannibalism was not born of necessity or survival, but rather an unsettling curiosity and desire to consume human flesh, a desire that found a sinister outlet in the digital age. The Internet, a vast expanse where anonymity often shields the most deviant of desires, became the stage for Maywes' macabre search. He posted an ad that sent chills down the spine of all who read it, looking for a willing volunteer to be slaughtered and consumed. In a world where fantasy often crosses paths with reality, this request was not lost in the ether. Instead, it found an audience willing to respond, a chilling reminder of the dark undercurrents that flow beneath the surface of society. Bernd Jürgen Brandes, an engineer from Berlin, was not merely a respondent, he was a willing participant in his own demise. His eagerness to be part of Maywes' horrifying fantasy was a testament to the complexities of human psychology and the blurred lines between autonomy and self-destruction. The two men exchanged explicit messages, planning every detail of an act that defied comprehension. When Brandes arrived at Maywes' secluded farmhouse in March 2001, it was more than just a meeting, it was the culmination of a sinister pact. The farmhouse, isolated and unassuming, was soon to become the site of a gruesome tableau. As they shared a candlelit dinner, the atmosphere was thick with an ominous tension, a prelude to the horror that was to unfold. In an act that defied all moral and ethical boundaries, Brandes became a willing participant in his own mutilation. Over a shared glass of wine, the two men embarked on a journey into the macabre, attempting to consume part of Brandes' body. This was not a mere act of violence, it was a dark ritual, a chilling exploration of human desire and the limits of consent. Hours later, the initial act of self-cannibalism escalated into something far more sinister. Maywes took Brandes' life, methodically butchering him in a manner that turned the farmhouse into a scene of unimaginable horror. He stored 20 kilograms of Brandes' flesh in his freezer, a grotesque souvenir of an act that would haunt him for years to come. For months, Maywes consumed the flesh of his friend, dining on it with a deliberation that defied understanding. Behind closed doors, he lived out his fantasy, while the world outside remained blissfully unaware of the nightmare unfolding within the walls of his home. The revelation of this gruesome secret was as shocking as the act itself. It was another user on the same forum, disturbed by Maywes' discussions, who alerted the authorities. When the police raided Maywes' home in 2002, they discovered a scene of horror that defied belief: frozen body parts meticulously packaged and labeled, evidence of a crime that was both a personal statement and a societal question. Among the evidence was a video documenting the entire act, a chilling testament to the reality of Maywes' dark fantasy. As the footage played out in court, the world watched in horror, grappling with the implications of a consensual cannibalistic act. The trial of Armin Maywes was not just about determining guilt. It was a philosophical battleground where the notions of consent, autonomy, and morality were fiercely debated. Maywes claimed that Brandes had willingly participated, turning the trial into a complex exploration of human rights and ethical boundaries. Initially sentenced to 8.5 years for manslaughter, the legal system struggled with the nuances of the case. It wasn't just a crime of passion or necessity, It was a premeditated act born of mutual agreement. However, the retrial in 2006 shifted the focus, leading to a conviction of murder and a life sentence, reflecting society's condemnation of such acts, regardless of consent. From his prison cell, Mayways has expressed regret, acknowledging the horror of his actions, but maintaining that it was something he felt compelled to do. His story lingers as a haunting reminder of the thin line between fantasy and reality, challenging us to consider where consent ends and criminality begins. As the world continues to grapple with these questions, the story of Armin Mayways serves as a chilling case study in the complexities of human psychology and the ethical dilemmas of consent. What do you think about the boundaries of personal freedom and the morality of consensual acts that defy societal norms? Share your thoughts below,